It's time I went back and joined everyone in the small salon.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's Ejecta, and welcome back to the Council. We just finished exploring the tower room in the last episode, so now we are going down to the small living room, to meet up with the other guests. So let's not waste any time. Let's head on down there, and I believe the stairway is right over here.
Emily, I must speak to you.
What's the matter, Louis?
I have news about your sister.
What have you found out?
Look, I've started piecing together the events leading up to my mother's disappearance and your sister's. Did my mother know about your secret?
Yes, even though I belong to the English chapter, her rank in the Order gives her access to a good deal of personal information.
It must have been Emma I saw in my vision.
I was given to understand that my mother and your sister bonded during their stay.
Speak about the messages. Ask her to go beyond the nightmare. Don't send her on my mother's trail. I kind of want to know about this go beyond the nightmare. But I also don't want to send her on our mother's trail because that could be bad if she did something to her sister.
If Mother's really killed her sister, I'd better find her by myself. They say they spent a lot of time together. They got along well.
Oh, really? Do you think your mother liked Duchess Hillsborough?
Of course she did. After all, she's your sister. Well, we'll find them, Emily. Trust me.
Should I speak to her about my vision? If what I saw is true, she might want to take revenge.
Oh, we have been honest with her up to this part. We can keep quiet about the vision or tell her about it. I think it is going to be in our best interest to keep quiet. We didn't tell her things, so she didn't get on her mother's trail, so let's just stay quiet here.
I better keep that to myself for the time being.
Come, Louis. They're waiting for us.
You will pay dearly, Peru. I'm sure you were involved somewhere along the line.
That's right. Pretend you don't know. One piece of advice. Don't travel through France on your way back, or it'll cost you dearly.
Calm now, my friends. Let's calm down. Everyone seems to be a little unnecessarily heated. Don't forget where you are, please.
What's going on here exactly?
Sir Gregory called us together to introduce the last guest.
But hardly had we arrived when he set upon Monsieur Peru.
Who is it and why? Well, I'm kind of curious to know who it is.
And who is this charming character?
Manuel Godoy, the Duke of La Alcudia.
Oh, yes.
He's the head of the Spanish government, Monsieur de Richet. He's the one who, in practice, controls Spain.
How could you dare do such a thing? Dios mío, you are all out of your minds!
Really, Duke Manuel? What made you kick up such a fuss?
What? Have you not heard? Well, let me inform you that yesterday morning at 10:22 a.m. precisely, in the middle of the Place de la Révolution in Paris, by decree of the National Convention which Monsieur Peru works for, King Louis was guillotined. What?
Oh, no.
The King of France is dead, gentlemen. Our monarchies are in danger. I have said it before. How dare they?
Oh, dear.
Oh, as if...
Friends, let us calm down.
Don't pretend to be surprised. He got a fair trial.
Ridiculous! Bastard! He was sentenced to death by 361 votes to 360. You beheaded a king for one vote! Is that your democracy?
What an obnoxious act. Until this, anything was possible. This political coup will have grave consequences.
France is lost.
Gentlemen, please. Let us take a step back a moment.
In the name of holiness. He was the highest representative of God in France, Emily.
Calm things down. can't do that and say nothing. Let's calm things down.
Gentlemen, Duchess, we're all among people of reputable company here. We should be able to manage the conflicts of our nations in a respectful and orderly manner.
I fully agree with you, sir.
But
That's enough, sir.
with whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
Louis Maras de Richet.
Are you related to Sarah de Richet?
Sarah is his mother, Duke. Gentlemen, this news affects us all, but I must ask you to remain calm. It's not the first time history has taken us by surprise. Let's ensure that our respective countries are allowed to respond appropriately to this news.
Oh, rest assured. The response will not fall short, my friend.
Good for you. Well, Your Grace, here I was preparing to introduce you as is proper, and you've beaten me to it. I'm delighted that we are all together at last. Our meeting will therefore be able to kick off shortly. I have just a few more little preparations to take care of before you all find out the reason for your presence here. In the meantime, I shall leave you to get to know one another. When you hear the bell, please proceed to the conclave room on my left, behind that door. I'll see you later.
So it sounds like we might get to talk to some people. Find out what Volner is hiding.
Could you spare a moment, please, sir?
I'm glad you asked. I want to talk to you too.
Of course.
Ah, a
I
confrontation.
heard
Knew
about
it.
your mother's disappearance.
He looks concerned. I don't know why, but I doubt it's from sympathy alone. Well, let's see what he wants from me.
Any news of her? Have you found her, maybe?
No time for that. Does he have feelings for her? Cost reduced. Does he have feelings for her? It doesn't cost us any points. I'm kind of curious. And then we have does he know or diversion? We don't have that. Well, this is questioning, so let's see.
Hear you speak, it sounds like you and my mother were close.
Let's say I hold your mother in high esteem, yes. We were even planning to work together.
That's what he was getting at.
Did she tell you about our arrangement?
So this is why he's so interested. How could I know? Prompt him to talk about it. Or pretend to know. So this is why this doesn't cost us any points either. So this is where our skills are starting to pay off. So let's see how this goes.
The cat's out of the bag now. More or less, but please do refresh my memory.
Yes, of course. Nothing of great importance in itself. During one of our discussions, she spoke of an old book which might have been of interest to me, and she had agreed to let me have it.
A book about what?
Ancient occultism. As you are aware, I am a doctor of theology. You might have come across some old books in her belongings, perhaps?
He looks obsessed. Make him talk about what he's looking for. Speak to him about the Mysterium Cosmos. And string him along. He does look obsessed. This is our psychology, so again, 0 points.
The least one can say is that he doesn't beat around the bush.
Sarah never travels without a few books. What does the one you're looking for look like exactly?
It resembles a grimoire. It's divided into 7 parts, each one individually locked. It was made in such a way that if someone tried to tamper with it, the sheets would be permanently tarnished. It's a unique copy. There's only one.
The mere mention of it makes his face light up.
Well, I'll take a closer look, but I can't promise you anything. You seem very upset. Is it so important to you, this book?
Well, it's the search of a lifetime. What can I say? Every time I move closer to it, it seems to slip away at the last minute. I was very surprised to learn that your mother had it in her possession. I thought it was with a certain von Borchet in Paris. Do you know him?
Lie to him, yes. Absolutely not. And of course, why? Manipulation. This will cost us 3 points. That costs us 4 points. We can say... Let's be honest this time. Let's say yes.
Indeed. My mother and I had a brush with this individual just a few months ago.
What about?
About an object stolen from the Order a few years ago, which my mother wanted to recover.
This situation comes as a great surprise
Excellent.
to me.
I got him now. I hope I've been able to satisfy your curiosity, Mr. von Volner, and that
And
you
we got
succeed
Mitch.
in finding what you're looking for.
Oh, and so do I.
And now, what if you told me who you really are working for, instead of keeping up this pretense?
I beg your pardon?
We both know what you're looking for, von Volner. You're the one who von Burchert was planning to sell it to.
For centuries, all those who have come into contact with the Al-Azif have bitterly regretted it, Monsieur de Richet. You are playing a dangerous game. Please know that I am working for someone who does not appreciate anyone poking around in his business.
Let me guess.
Mortimer, Holm, or the King of Prussia. What? So we know he's Prussian. I'm curious to know if this is... I'm going to say the King of Prussia.
Your dear king, I should think.
What? You mean Frederick William? Oh, my poor fellow. You are miles away. That stupid, pretentious puppet wields no real power. But seeing as you do not wish to be serious, so be it. Good luck to you.
Well, we can't win them all. Okay, well, let's see what we can find around here. We just learned some valuable information. Volner does appear to be dirty, and that would tie into the notes that we found in the last part. So there's Napoleon. We can talk to him. Let's look around the room first and just see if there's anything that we can grab before we engage in conversation, because I have a feeling that
A Byzant from the Byzantine
conversation's
Empire.
going to end it. So another
Coin
collector
often
coin.
used during the St. Louis era.
We have a box.
There's a pattern with 5 circles on this
I think
chest.
we have that key, don't we? Subterfuge, we unlock it, but I have the key. This is perfect. Oh, okay.
There's no space left. I'll retrieve it later.
So we got some golden elixir. And well, I just want to take a look really quick and see what the golden elixir cures negative alterations. Okay, so we don't really need that right now. So it's good that we have some. What do we have here?
Hey, these look like pages taken from
Oh.
an ancient encyclopedia.
That is perfect. If we can get all those pages, we will get some. We will get some excellent skill point bonuses. So, do we have anything over here? I don't want to go through the door. And there's nothing there. Is there anything? Was there anything behind us? We can't look at any sheet music or anything. Didn't look like we could play the piano, which would have been cool. Oh, wait, we have something up here.
Chronicles of the Amber Princes. As I recall, Dorkin was my favorite character.
Okay. Is there anything else up above here? Nothing we may have missed over there. Let's take a look by the fireplace. And it looks like Napoleon's going to be the only one we can talk to. Well, that guy looks mischievous. And... oh, is this... I just saw a flash over here. What is this? Ah. Oh, another collector coin. I hope these things end up being used for something. Nothing there. Okay, let's talk with Napoleon.
Monsieur Bonaparte, may I speak with you a moment?
May we?
Tell me more about the coming conference. Ask him about the nightmare. Ask him his opinion of Godoy, and leave Napoleon. So, I'd like to know a little bit about Godoy, since we just met him.
What do you think of Duke Godoy?
Well, I'd rather not express any opinion of him.
Why is that?
His reputation is enough for me.
Okay. So, tell me more. Questioning. Okay, perfect.
Meaning,
This gentleman enjoys people talking about him for too many reasons. His undeserved titles, more than 10 in just 4 years, and each one more prestigious than the one before.
You don't think he deserves them?
If I had seen him on the battlefield, there might be some doubt. But that is not the case. The Queen would rather not risk losing him, so she consoles him with awards and titles.
So you don't have a very positive opinion?
His coveting French Catalonia does not encourage me to have one.
I understand your point of view.
Okay, so we got through that. Let's see about the coming conference.
Would you have any more information about the conference Lord Mortimer spoke of?
Nothing at all. Mortimer is very committed to secrecy when it comes to his conferences. But given the presence of Monsieur Peru and ourselves, I think it must concern France to some extent. Otherwise, I doubt he would have invited 3 Frenchmen to his table, huh?
Alright, and we can ask him about the nightmare and see if he has any insight on that.
Does expression go beyond the nightmare mean anything to you at all?
Well, metaphorically, yes. It sums up the career of a soldier quite well. I doubt that is what you want to hear, though.
Indeed. That's surely not what I'm looking for.
Well, monsieur, if you are looking for a phrase book, Lord Mortimer must surely have one, given the number of books he has. You ought to check in the library of the tower. You never know.
Okay, so we can leave
Well,
Napoleon here.
I'll be leaving you now. Shall we meet up again later?
Wait, monsieur. Any news of your mother?
Unfortunately not, no.
I hope to speak with her about my deal before I leave. Let me know if you find her. À plus tard, monsieur.
Okay, so we talked with Napoleon, and he kind of led us to the library, so let's see where we can go. And I wish, the only problem I see here is they don't tell us where these doors lead. Okay, well, they only give us one to go through, so. And there's no other books that pops up here. So, yeah, we're gonna have to find our way to the library, it looks like. So let's go through here. And, oh, okay. And we can talk with...
What can I
here.
do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
Let's see, so this is going to be the same dialogue as before, so let's see if we can ask about Godoy.
What can you
now
tell
that
me about
he's
the
new.
guests?
Do excuse me, sir, but I am bound by discretion to say nothing about Lord Mortimer's guests, sir. Perhaps would like to know something else?
No. He's not going to give us any new information. I guess this is just the guy to go to if you want to get some items if you're in need. And that is just to be able to do sit down. Let's double check. Just to be on the safe side here. Yeah, that's just to sit down and look around. Where else can we go? Oh, okay, we can talk to Washington. We haven't talked to him in quite some time. So let's see what he has to say. So we can speak about the nightmare, ask him his opinion of Godoy, tell me more about the coming conference. So let's ask him about Godoy too.
Mr. President, what do you think about your counterpart, Duke Manuel?
I'm very surprised he was able to accept Lord Mortimer's invitation, given the political situation in Spain.
Etiquette. So we have to use a point for that. To what context? And he must have a good reason. I think we can just say he must have
I
a
wonder
good
what
reason.
promise Lord Mortimer could have made to make him agree to come here, given the circumstances.
Who knows?
So let's ask him about the coming conference.
Mr. President, can you tell me a little more about the coming conference?
Of course, Louis. That's why we're here. Lord Mortimer or Sir Gregory regularly organize meetings like this to put forward major projects.
What do you mean by major projects?
I'd prefer to let Lord Mortimer explain that to you, Louis. Let's say he brings together influential people in order to consider possible actions to undertake to guarantee the future of nations.
Do you know the theme of the conference?
Not in the slightest. None of the guests know the theme before arriving. But you'll see, everything will turn out fine. Don't worry.
And now we're going to ask him about the nightmare.
Go beyond the nightmare. Does this line remind you of anything in particular?
You caught me unaware here, Louis. Let me think about it a second. No, nothing comes to mind.
Okay.
Sorry, Louis, but I am unable to help you.
All right. So,
Well,
we didn't get...
Thank you for your time.
Don't mention it, my young friend.
we didn't-
Regarding your question on the nightmare, don't hesitate to question the others about it. Maybe one of them knows more than I do.
That's a good idea. Thank you once again. I'll see you in a little bit.
Okay, so we didn't get a lot of information from him. And there's nothing around here. Can we go upstairs, or is this... Oh, okay, we can go upstairs. So, we can go through here. And I thought this was the library. The way to the library, maybe? Okay, Piaggi's in here. And we've looked at paintings. More butterflies. See if there's anything over this way that we can interact with. I don't see anything here. So we can talk with Piaggi. Oh yeah, the library's down this way, that's right. So let's see what he can tell us.
Ah, Louis. Just the man. Good Lord. How did the king come to be executed? I would think that the order would have intervened.
We can say the king was playing with fire. Or logic, the king made things worse all by himself, and that doesn't cost us any points, so let's go with logic.
Your Eminence, I'm sorry for King Louis, but he did everything to put himself there.
Louis, how can you say such a thing? Even if France rejects the church, you don't go and behead a person of high status. They always serve our cause better alive than dead. Politically, it's absurd.
I invite you to speak about it with my mother as soon as she reappears.
Is there any news of her?
Well, I hope it won't be long before I find her, Your Eminence.
Now you wanted to speak to me.
So, Piaggi didn't want logic. Let's ask him about Godoy as well.
I was wondering what to think of that Manuel Godoy.
He is reputed to be a very ambitious character, at every level. But his faith is unwavering. He is a staunch defender of the church. You can believe me.
So we can't say I know of his reputation. We don't have diversion. Don't take note. Let's ask him about the
I'm
theme of
sure a
the
man
conference.
like you is in the circle of trust. Would you know what the conference that Lord Mortimer mentioned is going to be about?
Not really, my son. Well, be it Lord Mortimer or Sir Gregory, we are never informed about the theme of the conference before it begins.
Okay, and ask him about the nightmare. I would believe that he'd be the one to tell us if he knew anything.
If I say the nightmare to you, does it make you think of anything?
Your question is strange, my son. Difficult to say. Could you at least tell me a little more about the context?
Connection with anything here, or a place or an object.
Well, I mean, if it were a place or an object found on this island, what would you think of first?
The nightmare. No, I don't see anything. I'm sorry.
Well, that's too bad.
Ah, wait. I suppose it might be that
horrible painting hanging in Lord
Oh.
Mortimer's study.
Pretend not to be that interested.
Right. Well, don't worry about it. I was just curious.
And he told us that, so we
Thank
can
you
leave
for
Piaggi.
everything.
All right, so he fills
I
us
shan't take up any more of your time.
You are welcome, my son. I will be seeing you, Louis.
Okay, so we learned a little bit more about the nightmare, and we completed that task. Now, go to Mortimer's study. And we are close to the library, too. I don't see anybody out here to talk with. Can we open this box yet?
The lock is surrounded by a triple circle.
So we don't have this key yet. I'm going to see if we can find the key. And it looks like all that's in those boxes are just items to replenish what we've used. So not incredibly important. And... alright, we'll come back to that too. I'd like to get some more points in subterfuges first. So this is the library, and this is where Napoleon directed us. So maybe we can find some information more than just the painting. And it doesn't look like there's anything. This is probably the book that we looked at before.
Petrus, the Miller
Yep.
brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
So these look to be the same thing that... Huh. Alright, so we can go through here. Lord Mortimer's study is upstairs, so... let's see where this takes us. Okay, this brings us back here. Check and see if there's anybody in here that we can talk to. And nobody around. We've already done the statue puzzle. If you haven't seen that, go back a couple episodes because that was a pain. Oh wait, what do we have here? Oh, okay, yeah, we looked at that book before. Oh, we'll see if it's anything new.
The Song of Roland. Roland feeleth his death is near, his brain is oozing by either ear. With his brain oozing, it's already remarkable that he can feel anything.
Okay, can we go through here? And... oh, what do we have here? Carmelite water? Oh, Devil's Thorn, okay. So... got a book. Oh, the locksmith's art. Okay, we haven't been in this area yet, so let's take a look and see what we can find.
There's the alchemical symbol of the earth on the lid.
We have the right key for that. Okay. So, alright, we'll move away and see if we can find another key. There's those boxes laying around that eventually we can pick. That's a way to go upstairs. Have some royal jelly over here.
Great. Honey.
And... oh, what's this? Golden elixir's full. Collector coin, alright. Oh, wait, I keep hearing a little... oh, right there. Oh, yeah, that's... golden elixir. We can't pick that up. Can't go outside. So... let's see. Can we go over this one? Where's this? Okay, oh, okay, this just brought us back into that room, so we need to go back into the other room. And we can check this door over here. Oh, okay. We can't go that way, but we can go upstairs. I would imagine. Anyway. Can we go upstairs? Yes, we can. Okay. So we can see, I want to check these halls and just see if there's anybody up here that we can talk to. Maybe we can go in some rooms now. Let's see what we can find. So that, oh, no, can't go in there. I would have expected some more people to be around to talk to other than people down there. No? Nothing we can interact with. That's... Can we go in our room? No, we can't go in any of the rooms. And there's nobody in the halls. This is crazy. There. Over here. Oh, check that door, so I'm not missing it. Oh, there was Emily, it looks like. There's nothing there, but we can talk with Emily. Good.
What do you want, Louis?
Let's ask her about her opinion of it.
What do you think of our last guest?
Well, I never thought I would get the chance to meet that Hispanic Casanova in the flesh. His reputation is well known. The gentleman collects lovers, including, would you believe it, the Queen of Spain.
Mention the rumor. Politics is locked. Okay.
I doubt that Lord Mortimer invited him for his charm, if you want my opinion.
Let's ask her about the coming
Emily,
conference.
what can you tell me about the coming conference?
Sir Gregory and Lord Mortimer organize this kind of high society meeting every so often in order to consider the world situation.
But to what purpose?
Well, by bringing together the most influential people from the dominant nations of the modern world, they allow the mighty to discuss matters with calm clarity. There are precedents of armistices being signed at the end of these talks, you know. Talking while holding a glass of brandy makes things easier. You'll see.
All right, so we
You're
can
leaving
leave
me?
her.
Unfortunately, I have things to do. Thank you again, madam.
All right. So, we did that. We have to find the stairs going up to Mortimer's study. Which should be right here. All right, we can go up.
So, what did my mother mean by going beyond the nightmare?
Find the nightmare. All right, so we have this huge circular room. And we have not explored up here. So here's a box. Let's see if we have a key.
Which four-letter word could open this chest?
Oh. Oh, wow. Okay. So this is probably something we're going to learn less. Let's see what letters we have available to us. Oh, I wonder if this is going to be biblically. Maybe Cain? No?
Which four-letter word could open this chest?
So are we able to do Abel? No, there's no E. Okay. Or is it A-B? E? No. Huh. Alright, well, we will come back to that. Maybe we will find out here in a little bit. So, alright, we look over that way. Let's check over on this side really quick before we move forward. Yep, see here's...
Dante's Purgatory. Why does your mind presume to flight when you're still like the imperfect grub, the worm before it's attained its final form? Charming.
Oh, okay, we got a key with a water symbol. Like I've always said, it pays to explore in these types of games. What do we have here?
The Book of the Mortimer family.
Okay. And yes, we don't need devils. Actually... Oh, that was the golden elixir, but we can use that. So, okay, the golden elixir left. Let's use one of those just to keep our points up. Is this a box we can interact with? No. Okay. And we hear his bird talking again. Wonder if we can interact with the bird. It's probably not a good idea, though. What do we have here? Oh, okay. Leviathan. We can talk to the bird. Okay, let's see what this is first, just in case. Take the red berries. Examine the berries. Well, let's grab a couple.
Might come in handy.
We'll hold on to those. I have this bad feeling that we're going to be able to give give one to the bird. I want to look over here first and just see what we have before I interact with the desk. Okay.
It's a book on the history of the Crusades. I don't think it has any connection with my research.
No, but it would have been nice to have when he asked us about the Crusades earlier in the game. Oh, what was that? What? Oh, the painting. Okay.
The Coup de Lance by Paul Rubens.
Paul Rubens, isn't that Pee Wee Herman? Okay, do we have enough?
Great.
Yeah, we can get
honey.
Royal jelly, which is good.
Now, what have we got here? Oh, it looks like a model of a lock. It's as if Mortimer is fond of complicating things sometimes. Well, I hope I never have to try and unlock it.
What do we have here? Dear Mr. Guido Poletti, I'm writing with regard to the dates of the paintings that I sent you for your temporary exhibition. Please note that they are part of my private collection and are dated according to the Freemasons' calendar in use at the time. As you may well have guessed, you must remember to subtract 4,000 years if you don't want the public to be surprised at the dating of the works. No need to remind you that the Freemason year begins in March, not January. About the Longinus painting, I took the liberty to have the spear touched up so it better corresponds to the actual spear. I cannot urge you strongly enough to do the same for yours. Yours sincerely, Lord William Alexander Mortimer, Marquis of Westfordshire. So obviously these paintings, it sounds like are fakes. Accounts for the year 1792. So 8,156 pounds of food, 6,200 pounds of candles, 2,621 pounds of dressed stone, 8,600 pounds of Corinthian marble, 9,227 pounds of wood, 2,680 pounds of stained glass, 280,000 pounds master paintings, 3,641 pounds fabric, 25,460 pounds of wine, 254 pounds of water, 13,598 pounds of powder. Total of 360,437 pounds. Remember to reduce wood consumption next year. Okay, so we did that. What's this?
Let's take a closer look.
Oh, chocolate. We can look at the chocolate side. Well, we can grab a chocolate.
Dark chocolate beans. Very bitter. They're greatly prized in high society.
Alright, so examine or the dessert the most in vogue nowadays. Okay. We're just going to back away from that. Let's talk with the bird.
A mina bird.
Feed the bird, speak to the bird. I am not going to poison Mortimer's bird. Sarah de Richet, let's do that.
Sarah de Richet? Waldo, you know Sarah?
Speak to the bird and say, Lord Mortimer.
Well, Waldo, is your master good?
What do you think? Should we feed the bird? I have a bad feeling, but let's do it. Oh, chocolate? I would have to say the berries. Now let's try speaking to the bird.
Sarah de Richet? Waldo, you know Sarah? What? Repeat that, Waldo. Sarah? What about Sarah? Good God, what's been happening here?
Okay.
Well, Waldo, is your master good?
Well, let's try giving him another berry.
I don't really know what I was expecting.
Okay, I'm not giving the bird chocolate. That's a bad idea. So we know the bird has interacted with our mother. And let's see.
The nightmare painted by Fuseli in 1781. Ah, this must be what my mother was talking about. Now just need to find out what she meant by go beyond. Hey, looks like it's mounted on rails on each side. It should lift up, I think. There must be a mechanism somewhere.
Let's see what we can find here then. Find a mechanism to move the painting. Oh, what's this on the floor? Oh, we've got a puzzle.
Aha, I found it. Oh, what on earth is this? A ring lock now? Great. That's all I needed.
Well, let's see what happens if we pull the handle. So if subterfuges, watch the rollers. Let's see what happens if we lower the levers.
Well, I got it wrong. It doesn't matter.
So that's a 1. Oh, okay, so these... Okay, so it looks like it might be 1 through 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's take a look at this letter on his desk again, because that one note that he had about... Remember, reduce wood consumption. Wood was 92.27. I have a feeling the code is going to be here. If I'm right, I'm going to throw myself a party. 92... 20... 7.
Well, I got it wrong. It doesn't matter.
Alright. so it's not that. Remember to reduce wood consumption next year. So we have food, candles, dressed stone, Corinthian marble, wood, stained glass, fabric, reduce wood consumption. Let's try 9226. I'm just it's a stretch.
Well, I got it
Oh.
wrong. It doesn't matter.
That did not work. 1792. That'd be kind of silly if you used the year. Oh.
Well, I got it wrong.
Not
It doesn't matter.
1792. Let's try, okay, 8156.
Well, I got
I
it wrong.
believe
It doesn't matter.
the next one was 6200.
Well, I got it wrong. It doesn't matter.
Right. 26, 21, and 8600.
Well, I got it wrong.
We'll try
It doesn't matter.
8600.
Well, I got it wrong. It doesn't matter.
Let's see. Wasn't 9227. Let me look at this other note first, because there was. Let me remind you that the Freemason year begins in March, not January. Alright, 2680. Ah, we missed him. There's no way to go back.
Well, I got it wrong. It doesn't matter.
3641, and that is the last of the 4-digit numbers. all else fails, we're gonna have to use a skill point here, which I didn't want to have to do, but... Oh no!
Well,
No luck.
I got it wrong.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, we can look at this painting over here. Let's take a look. There's got to be a clue someplace.
A painting depicting the Third Crusade. It's titled Winter Before the Fall of Saint Jean d'Acre.
Politics and erudition. We can't really do either of those, so all we can do is move away. We have this painting over here.
William Alexander Mortimer I, the 12th month of Anna Lucis, 5190. That's a funny date.
Okay. Let me double check that one more time here.
William Alexander Mortimer I,
5190.
the 12th month of Anna Lucis, 5190. That's a funny date.
Okay. 5,190, and then you gotta roll it back 4,000. So 1,190. $1,100.
Doesn't work, damn it.
Oh, okay.
I really thought I was close. 1,190. Isn't the right date when you subtract 4,000? I must have missed a subtlety.
Okay, so I was correct there. So let's go back and look at it. Oh, wait. Okay. No, because they said it starts in the beginning of the year starts in March. So what was the exact date here?
William Alexander Mortimer I, the 12th month of Anna Lucis, 5190. That's a funny date.
The 12th month. So let's do... Let's drop this down to an 89. 1189.
Still not
No.
working.
Okay.
I get the impression I counted the wrong way. It must be 1 year more then, right?
All right, let's try 91. We are on the right track, which makes me happy. And if we got it, we did it without... Oh, we did it without using any skills.
Open
Took a little bit
sesame.
longer than I would have liked, but we got it. We may have to remember 1,191.
Let's see what you've been hiding, Lord Murderer.
Okay. Find the code. Okay, so search Mortimer's secret study. What do we have here? Oh, wait, let's start right from this spot. My dearest Lord Mortimer, I regret to inform you that it will soon be impossible to ignore pressure from the Russians. The Tsarina Catherine has every intention of supporting the Count of Provence and will recognize him as the regent of the Kingdom of France. Once King Louis has disappeared from the political stage, I am sorry to announce bad news, but expect dark times ahead. Your Fred Alfred Bauer. Okay, what do we have here? Oh, we can look at all of them. It's a map of Asia.
Fine-looking map of the Orient, indeed.
What do we have here? Sir, your plans to intervene in Belgium are to go ahead is set down. I am to occupy the Prussian army. Your delivery of cannons to Valmy has ensured our victory. As agreed, I have notified the King of Prussia of the invasion plans of Castile and the Army of the North. I will keep the Austrians out of Belgium. I am to quickly return to Paris as I sense the fate of our King Louis is about to be decided dishonorably, and it is impossible for me not to intervene. Should you have any missives to give to me, I invite you to go by, as per usual, our friend, Monsieur Peru. Sincerely yours, Charles Francois de Moray, General of the Army of the North. And we don't need Devil's Thorn. Okay.
It's locked.
We have here. My dearest Lord Mortimer, as a friend of China, I rest assured that you will be rewarded for your information. You need not worry about any scheming against us from Great Britain. The representative, Mr. McCartney, will leave with no hope of any arrangements involving us. Your friend, Qianlong, Emperor of the Qing Dynasty. Okay, we got a golden elixir. What do we have here? William, whatever your projects, it would seem that our father is against leaving you with a grip on Europe. Russia will soon commit itself to the coalition against your dear France. Don't think you can resist for long. I beseech you, William, not to persist. You are tearing our family apart. Your loving brother, G. P.S. I shall come to your conference, but do you think that holding it in the present moment is conductive? Let's see what this is here. My dear friend, thank you for your words, and I do understand your situation. I regret having to confront you militarily. But if the situation obliges me to declare war, then do what you think fit. Under your advisement, and with weary heart, I am off to meet up with the coalition that opposes you. In the hope of serving you again, George, King of Hanover, King of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. So it's a map
Shows the
of
forces present in Europe. It's clear that France is surrounded by her enemies. However, a large number has been underlined in bold. 26 million. I know what it is. It's an estimation of my country's population. All our neighbors have far fewer inhabitants.
Okay. So, did we look? That's where we came in, so let's look at this here. My dear friend, with thanks for your services rendered and help in the fight against the Spanish and the conquest of Oran, a ship bound for Marseille in France has been chartered. Hidden aboard are a few corpses infected with a plague that is decimating our country at this moment in time. Be very careful when handling these boxes, because if inadvertently opened, you risk spreading the disease all over France. Mohammed El-Kabir. The gift has been delivered to Murshid Durrani, King of Afghanistan, of Punjab and Sindh, of Mashhad and of Kashmir, should not retain his title much longer. His son Zaman will succeed him as planned. We will then be able to resume negotiations. K. This is the map of the Americas.
This shows the forces present in America. Weakness of the Human Psyche by Guillaume Tremor. He says, it is possible to drill an idea into someone by constant daily repetition until the mind gives in. And goes on, there are hundreds of good ways to live life, but you only need one to convince the masses that it's the only one possible. The author isn't letting any ethical principles get in his way, is he?
Okay, so we can use... Just want to make sure I think it's down for the... Royal Jelly is down. Okay. My lord, I hope this letter will reach you. My hours are numbered. My printing house has been confiscated and I am imprisoned in the fortress of Schlisselburg. If by chance you could intervene in my favor, I would be eternally in your debt. Serena Catherine should not be long in banning all Golden Order lodges from her territory. Our horizon has become considerably darker. In the hope that you can help me, your friend, Nikolay Novikov. Alright, we have some things on the desk. Dear Lord Mortimer, I am writing to ask you to persuade President Washington not to sign the Fugitive Slave Act as it stands. We must absolutely legislate on a national level and not allow every state to choose their policy regarding slaves. It was initially intended to resolve a conflict between Pennsylvania and Virginia. By signing it, we risk legislating the hunting of blacks. More and more men of little faith are becoming slave hunters, and unable to find any slaves on the run, they kidnap the first black they come across, which they pass off as the wanted runaway. The situation threatens to quickly degenerate. Thank you in advance, your friend John Adams. P.S. Say hello to my daughter Elizabeth for me. Oh, poor Elizabeth. But she was corrupted because she did poison us here, or drug us at least. So map of
Shows
Africa.
the forces present in Africa. This is unexpected activity in this sector. It looks like there are also many unknowns, even for Mortimer.
Okay, so we looked at that. I don't think there is anything else in this room that we need to see. We do have a globe here, but... Oh, what's this? Let us see if you have the courage to face me alone.
This is my mother's writing. I've picked up her trail.
Oh, okay.
What is she up to? Obviously, she wants to lure Mortimer somewhere, but where?
Where's that sword pointing?
The only clue she's left for Mortimer is his stone sword. It must be intentional. It looks like a decorative sword, like from a statue, for example. And judging by the state of it, I'm guessing it's been left outside for a long time. I have absolutely got to find out where it came from.
Now, where are we going to put a stone sword? Oh, we have something here, too. Go find your mother. My dear friend, as desired, I've been able to gather together my friends to sign the agreement you propose. This agreement shall be known as the Buttonwood Agreement. If you recall the place where we gathered when you met us for the first time, you will understand why this name was given. Please find enclosed a list of my colleagues. Leonard Bleecker, 16 Wall Street. Hugh Smith, Tontine Coffee House. Armstrong and Barnwall, 58 Broad Street. Samuel March, 243 Queen Street. Andrew D. Barclay, 136 Pearl Street. Benjamin Seixas, 8 Hanover Square. John Henry, 13 Duke Street. John Bush, 195 Water Street. David Reedy, 58 Wall Street. Thanks to your help, we shall soon be able to meet at my place, the Tontine Coffee House. I look forward to seeing you as soon as possible. Hugh Smith. Okay. And that was that. So we got the sword. We have to find our mother now. What is in here? Oh wow, there's a lot of things to look at.
Preservation using formaldehyde. Just as disgusting as ever.
Can't really see what it is though. That's a shame. Alright, so let's go this way and see what we can find. My dearest friend, our plans are going ahead wonderfully well. The Coinage Act has been voted. Your project of founding the very first Bank of America should not be delayed and will probably be called Union Bank. As for the construction of the White House, it is still die to begin in October. That's a typo. Due to begin in October. I will accept no delays. You can trust me on this. I hope to see you soon, Thomas Jefferson, Secretary of State. And we are good on royal jelly. Oh, we have a box.
A chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of fire.
Can use the right. Okay, move away. Key with a fire symbol. Okay, so we have the fire symbol. Dear Lord Mortimer, be assured of my entire devotion. As agreed, the Vendée Peasantry will soon rise up. My network is striving to increase the pressure of the masses. The decision of the assembly, which consists of voting the civil constitution of the clergy, is inflaming the region. The people overwhelmingly reject the priests and swear loyalty to the state. If you would ensure that the convention will administer the final blow to the people, the issue would be resolved. Without wishing to direct you, a forced recruitment for a faraway conflict would be a perfect way to arouse the people definitively. Your devoted servant, Francois Anthony Charette de la Country. Okay. I believe we're full.
That must be for writing the homing pigeon messages.
Dear friend, who is the most admirable of all the Olympians? None other than the king of the gods, of course. Unlike his father Kronos, he learnt to make equal use of his strength and wisdom. Instead of fearing the power of his children and brothers, he accepted to share the world with them. Men fear his thunder and praise his justice. He reigns, but doesn't dominate. Dear Lord Mortimer, as agreed, I have changed your old lock for one of my invention. Drawing inspiration from your doctor friend, Mr. Guillotine, here is the model of your new lock, if you appreciate my prototype. It is difficult to imagine how it all fits together, but it will be located in the middle of the present door. The aim being to alter nothing to the door's functionality, but to add a bit of spice. Depending on the lineup of the wheels, the aforementioned lock will open, or will punish the snooper whose faith is not strong enough. I called my invention the Judgment of Faith, because if a snooper is unable to resist opening it, they will be punished. I hope you'll appreciate the irony of the situation. Gustav Montrant, Master Architect.
A skeleton by the name of Gustav, if the plaque on the plinth is anything to go by. Mortimer's given a name to his anatomy skeleton. That's morbid. Oh, his right hand is missing. These are feathers. Pigeon, probably.
We don't have linguistics. Examine the material.
Looks like obsidian or onyx. It must weigh a ton.
Okay, so we can't look at the inscription, sadly. What do we have over here?
Something strange about this table.
Let's look at the instruments.
The Little Surgeon's Perfect Collection.
Okay. The Human Fabric. Okay, we got a book. And we're back to where we started there. So we look... Oh, we have to look at the desk. Lord Mortimer, the tiger is dying. On your demand, I have attacked Travancore and personally cut the throats of many Englishmen as possible, though without help from the French. I cannot hold them off much longer. My forces are rapidly diminishing in spite of your new rockets. Help us, Tipu Sahib, Sultan of Mysore. And what are these, tarot cards?
Look, a pack of tarot cards. Has he been reading the cards? Mortimer? That would surprise me.
Okay, let's exit out of this.
Some goat skulls, chicken legs. Now we all know what that's for. I'm a little surprised at Mortimer. I didn't seem as the type to be organizing little pagan parties, invoking occult powers, and dancing naked under the full moon. I'm more used to seeing cheap charms like this sold by charlatans in Pré Saint-Gervais.
And
3 rusty old nails. They're about 20 centimeters long.
so I believe we get an achievement if we don't use any skill points, so that's why I'm a little hesitant to do any of this. Oh, there's something up here we can look at.
An iron mask. I wonder who it's for.
And that is everything we can look at here and interact with. So, now to get ourselves out of here, we have to find our mother. And this is locked. I don't think there was any... There's no option to unlock this.
Locked.
Yeah. Okay, can we get back out?
Oh, shit.
How am I gonna get out of here now?
Oh no. Alright, so it's probably not going to be the same code. So 1, 1, 9, 1.
This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side.
Let's examine the lever.
Looks like the same as the one on the other side.
Okay. Let me move away here, because it's gonna have to be backwards. So 1, 1. Oh, whoa. 9. Oh, no, I'm wrong. Okay. So we gotta figure out how many. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Is that right? Let's try it. It looked like they would have been lined up right.
This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side. Whoa, whoa. The grid closes a bit more every time I enter a wrong date.
Oh, okay, that was wrong.
Mess up again. Doesn't seem to be working.
Uh-oh. Okay, let's see this really quick. Zero, 1. Okay, so we're gonna flip this over and do it backwards. So that's 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we gotta go 5, not 4. So let me get these back to where they were. So I'm starting fresh. 1, 1. 9. 1. Okay, now we're gonna rotate these 5. 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This should work.
This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side.
There we go. Okay. They tried to trap us, but they couldn't keep us in.
Well, we better not dwell on it then.
Master of Escape. You are damn right. And then there was this case over here, though, and I want to get into that box, but I don't know what the code could have been. Maybe we get a chance to come back up here later. Oh, the nightmare. We finished episode 2. A lot of successes. No failures. That is perfect. So success, I met Manuel Godoy, got some information out of Von Vollner, found the nightmare that my mother mentioned, got to know Waldo, found a way of getting into the secret study, got out of Mortimer's secret study without any trouble. Alternative paths, I could have met Peru under strange circumstances. Okay. So that would have been, okay, alternate paths. So we did things the right way. That was a good episode. Good chapter for us. And now we have 4 points to assign. Well, we have erudition. We can get 1 point there, and that'll unlock it for us. And what do we have here? Agility. We haven't really had to use agility all that much. I don't know if it's going to come into play later if we're trying to get away from somebody or something, but I don't want to spend a ton of points in these random things. So why don't we do that? I think that's a good thing to do because that is under our skill tree. So let's move forward here. And then we have 3 books. Oh, we got an achievement. The Nightmare. I'm curious to see if we get the achievement for not using any skill points. I might be... Okay. Maybe I was just making that one up. So we have science, politics, subterfuges, diversion. Let's do subterfuges, politics, and politics.